to
was
another
wondering what we were
episode.
doing.
Literally, as soon as I hit fucking record, Spam Risk is calling me. I know nobody by that name. So we're gonna continue with what the fuck we're doing. What's going on, everybody? This is another episode of Diamond Deck Discussions, unfiltered. Coach Rob here, Coach Jace there. We, I mean, good,
Yeah.
good weekend. Good weekend for LSU. Bad midweek for LSU. Even though I did find out though, there's a notable name that went to Bethune Cookman that we all know, not like actually know, but
We
like
know the name.
we know the name. Hello, honey.
Hi.
Hi. Yes, we are recording, baby. Okay. All right. Love you. Okay. So Kimbo Slice went to Bethune Cookman.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
R.I.P. Kimbo.
yes, RIP. But that is a very notable name. First of all, I didn't even know he went to college.
Yeah.
That's a shocker to me. But I mean, look, we lose 10-7, and now you got Ole Miss this weekend.
Well,
And you
well,
have I know
back
I
up,
know
back up,
I
back
know.
up.
Time out.
Jeez, oh.
Time out. I'm not done with the fucking episode. I'm just saying. I'm just giving like a summary. You know, like an intro, right? So you take care of business against Tennessee. You don't take care of business last night against fucking Bethune Cookman, and which I'm gonna just say BC, even though it's Boston College, but whatever. Bethune Cookman, whatever the fuck their name is. You lost to those scrubs, even though they are 10-2 in the SWAC. They're probably in the lead in SWAC.
Yeah.
They're probably a pretty damn good team, which is why they beat us. Also, 2 errors we committed, and but they committed 3, and we still, Anyway, and now you have Ole Miss to look forward to in Oxford this weekend, and it's going to be a wild one because you have to win this series to stay in the top 25.
Yeah, I mean, look, you're back in the top 25 after a good weekend. Well, I'm not even going to say a good weekend. It was an average weekend for LSU, in my opinion. We got off. We did good things. But, I mean, when you look at the Sunday game specifically, had Tennessee done anything, LSU would have lost the game more than Tennessee won the game.
We should have won 5-0 in 9 innings.
Yeah, I mean, like this
Our
game.
their first 5 runs that they scored were all unearned.
Yeah,
Not a single one was earned.
yeah. I mean, it's not winning baseball. It's not championship baseball. Is
You're
the problem.
you're lucky that Cade had a fucking day.
Yeah. I mean, look, yeah, I am very glad, as hard as I've been on Cade, I'm very glad to sit here and say he had a great day.
Yes.
And he had
Arambide had a great day.
and he had a great midweek. I mean, did good things last night too. And you
I
know
was,
what?
I was sleeping.
It's like I've been saying, it's like I texted you. You had somebody text saying, I'm eating shit for the stuff I've been talking about.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
no, but I'm not, because
1 game out of
I'm-
33.
yeah, I'm sitting
I'm
on-
with you. I'm with you. But
and,
he
and
did
now
have,
it's 2 games.
you do have to give him his flowers for that game.
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah.
100%. I mean, he made history. 4 homers in a
He
game. I mean,
single-handedly won that game for LSU.
yeah, 4 homers in a game, including grand slam, to really bust things open in the extra.
Right.
Like, I mean,
It
unbelievable.
was Tennessee scored, and then Cade scored.
Yeah.
Right, like it was. Cade was responsible for. Wasn't he 5 for 5? Didn't he also have a single as well? I thought that might have scored a run.
He had
too.
the single, but he wasn't. It was he was 5 for 6 because he had the horrible strikeout.
Oh,
that was
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
a ball, not even close to a fucking
Yes.
strike. But nonetheless, I mean,
So 4 home runs, one being a grand slam. So he had fucking 7 RBIs just from home runs.
yeah,
Which for our first 4 runs we scored were all solo shots, and it was like, can we get one guy on fucking base, please? Can we get one? Like, we always worry about this LOB number, this left on base number, and sure enough, there was fucking nobody on base whenever we hit a home run.
yeah, dude, it was such a wild weekend.
Look,
man. Like,
Tennessee, I will say, their starting pitcher Friday night, he dealt. Their bullpen lost them that game, 100%. We won 7-5.
yeah,
And it was I watched a TikTok today, and it was the voiceover from Major League.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, and he throws the pitch. Oh shit! And it was this guy saying, "All right, fucking LSU's losing to Tennessee right now. He's wearing Tennessee orange, and he said, "All right, and he just voiced the major league thing." And he said, "It's like Derek Curiel's up," and he said, "Here's the pitch." Oh shit! And it was fucking grand slam. Like, great at bat by DC after we go bases loaded with no one fucking out, and
Yeah.
you go pop out, strike out. Hopefully DC can get something done, and he goes Yahtzee, and he was fired up.
As he should have been. I mean,
Yeah,
it was a big moment.
He's not not an emotional guy. I will say he does get emotional, but
Yep.
it's like it's like a his way of getting emotional, right?
The
you,
best.
you had, if you listen to Jake Brown was on mic'd up,
Yeah.
and he said like it's crazy. You have like Derek Curiel, pumping up the fans after Grand Slam, and then you have the other side of things, which is Jack Ruckert yelling at the pitcher and the other team. like Jack Ruckert is fucking fired up, but so is DC, and DC's fired up. But like he's more of like, yes, thank you God type deal. Then you have Jack Ruckert on the fucking railing going, fuck you. Like, so it's a different what's the word, atmosphere, I guess you could say, in the dugout.
Well, it is. I mean, look, you got the big homer, big grand slam from DC right there to give us the lead in the eighth. And then right after that, Dardar goes Yahtzee
Yeah.
to
Crushes
extend
the
the
ball.
lead. And then right after that, out of nowhere, Chris Stanfield, Yahtzee.
Yeah,
That ball was gone.
that ball
Like,
was smashed.
It didn't just creep over.
Because it was what,
I mean,
5-1. It was 5-1. Grand Slam is hit.
4-1.
Okay, so we
4-1,
take the
Grand
lead.
Slam's hit,
So we take the
take the
lead,
lead.
5-4,
Yeah.
and then we go Dardar,
Homer.
Homer,
6-4.
6-4, and then Stanley hit one later after it was 6-5, and he made it 7-5, right?
No, he hit it the same inning.
Oh,
as
okay.
them.
right.
We had 3 homers in the same inning, and then we gave up the homer in the ninth
Yes,
in the game.
that checks out. Okay.
7-5.
How about Sheeran?
Dude,
Sheeran is either
so
like
good.
it's weird. Like Sheeran's a dog. He is so fucking good, but he loses it like for a hitter, and then he brings it back, right? Like right after, and it's like he'll go, all right, deep in a count here, and he'll lose a guy, and it's fine. The next guy, he goes 0-2, fucking see ya, 0-3, done. Like
0-3.
yeah, he 3 pitches, 3
Yeah.
fucking strikes, strike out a guy.
I mean,
He's
dude-
fired up. Like even Jake Brown was like, yeah, he looks like he does a line of coke and goes out there and pitches.
I mean, the good part about it is he's only a redshirt sophomore, so he's coming back, most likely.
Yeah, I don't see him transferring, and I don't see him getting drafted
The other thing about it
or
is,
getting drafted high.
like, you remember how sad I was last year that he was going to miss last year's season?
Yes,
And, like, how pumped up I was that he was finally back?
correct.
Dude, like, I've been waiting on this guy to come through and pitch for us, and just some of his outings so far this year. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 outings this year. He has given up 2 or less hits in every one of them, and he has given up more than 2 earned runs once, and that was against Sacramento State, where he gave up 3 earned runs, and then he gave up 2 earned runs versus Vanderbilt. The rest of the games are 0s or 1s,
Nice.
and there's only 2 1s. So he's only given up a run in
So his
4 of those
ERA
11
his ERA
outings.
is what, a 2 something?
No, it's a 3.63.
Oh yeah,
Because
it
of
goes per
that
9.
one game versus Sacramento State, he only got 1 out and gave up 3 runs. So that
Yeah.
really ballooned his
Yeah,
ERA. But
like
dude,
a
I mean,
Skeens ERA at the beginning of the year.
he's got 4 games with earned runs out of 11.
Yeah.
2 of those games are only 1 earned run, and we won both of them.
Yep.
The other 2, one was against Vandy. He gave up 2 runs in 2 1/3 innings, and we won that game 16-9. And then the Sacramento State game that we lost 5-4, he gave up 3 late in that game.
Yeah.
But that was it. That was only a blow up game. Like,
So,
dude's
so you have
dominant
so you
performer.
have that, right? So you have a closer in Sheeran. Okay. I didn't necessarily like the Grant Fontenot start on Sunday, but also it wasn't a Gavin Guidry start,
yeah,
right?
we needed him late.
We did, and he delivered. We haven't been able to trust Gavin Guidry after 1 inning this entire year, whether it be a start or a close, right? He came in against Vanderbilt. He threw in the 8th, dominated, was fired the fuck up. He gets in the 9th, walk-off home run.
Yeah.
Right? It's not
Started
a,
against UL, didn't get out the second.
correct. He hasn't been able to give us more than 1 inning, and he finally did in extra innings on Sunday.
He did. He gave us 5 1/3.
It was amazing.
5 1/3 of 2 hits, 1 run baseball.
It was so great to see. So great to see from him, just in general. It was great to see just from an LSU pitcher, LSU reliever, but it was even better to see it from him.
Yeah.
I think his confidence is definitely back up, especially Tennessee. Look, Tennessee, yes, they weren't ranked, but neither were fucking we. And Tennessee isn't having the best year this year, but guess what? Neither are fucking we.
Yeah.
This was a very equal matchup, okay, and we took it. We took it from them. Now we have another equal matchup, 24 and 25 coming up this weekend, and we need everybody to be better.
Yeah.
Like, because we can't make it. Literally, the first 5 runs in Sunday's game were unearned.
Yeah, so they only scored 6. One was
Right.
one was earned. Wow, trying to say that was a really
Right.
big tongue twister. But to put it in perspective, this team only had 5 hits, scored 6 runs.
Yes.
Like that's how bad
Right.
we were defensively.
One was earned.
Yeah,
One was earned. That's it.
that's it. And it's not because of walks.
No.
It ain't because of walks. We only had 3 in the game, and Fondo had 2 of those 3.
Yes. And I was so glad to see the bum finally get taken out.
Yeah,
And we did actually see Mason Braun play first base.
and it wasn't really good.
He played yesterday.
He did, wasn't
He did. I liked it. He picked the ball.
He
He
picked one, but he missed 2 at first and let one sneak under his legs on the pickoff from Santiago.
okay. That's right. John saw John Pearson back at first base on Sunday,
We did.
and hey,
It was shocking.
very it felt good. It felt good. It was a good.
I hate to be this guy, but like,
I'll go play first.
It's time for York to bench the rest of the game. I mean, rest of the season.
I don't know about rest of the season.
There's too many good options. Omar Cerna's you can't keep his bat out the lineup. At this current moment, Cade Aramidi, you cannot keep his bat out the lineup.
No.
At this current moment, Eddie Yaman is the best defensive catcher that we have. Not to mention he fucking hits. He was 2 for 5 with a double.
Yes.
Like when he got his shot versus Tennessee.
He was very good.
Against Bethune last night, he went 0 for 2, but was on base 3 times with 2 hit by pitches and a walk.
5th-year senior, by the way. Bless you.
Eddie?
Yeah.
He's coming back next year. He's a junior.
Eddie's not a 5th-year senior. Okay.
They actually asked Jay Johnson about why he didn't transfer this year, and if Jay was shocked, and he said, "No, I'm not surprised." He said, paraphrasing a little bit, is like, "I'm not surprised. Eddie loves being in purple gold. He loves LSU,
Right.
And the plan is to have him back next year in 2027."
Yeah, but for what? That's my. You have the number 1 catcher in the state of Texas 2 years ago. Number one catcher in the state of Texas last year, and you have Eddie.
Yeah.
Right? Which Eddie is better than both of them, but you know as well as I fucking know, he's not going to get the starting role.
No, I mean, look, he's got an opportunity. He's making the most of his opportunity right now.
I agree.
I hope that
I
he
fully
keeps
agree.
playing.
I fully agree, and they're going to keep putting him in the rotation. I think they go weekend rotation with him and let him catch Sunday.
And we might see a situation where
He's going to get more pinch hits.
Aaron Beatty's in the DH role and Cerna's at first.
Yep.
And we got all 3 catchers in the game. And I mean, it just might
We've
happen.
seen it
Like,
before. We've seen it before. Whenever we had Malazzo,
Mm-hmm.
we had Travinsky,
Yep.
and we had one more.
Was it Brady Neal still at the time?
We had
Was it Brady Neal?
that was
2
Brady
years ago?
Neal before Brady got hurt. He
Yeah.
was a freshman that
2
year.
years ago. Yeah.
He was a freshman before he hurt his back.
Mm-hmm.
We had 3 catchers in the lineup. You had Travinsky at D. No, well,
Travinsky was DHing and
they
first a little
did.
bit.
They did try Brady Neal in outfield for a little bit.
They
so
did.
you did at one point,
Yep.
right? You had
Yep.
which Brady Neal robbed a home run in Alabama in playing right field.
Dude, I just think our best lineup is with, as it currently stands right now. If you would have asked me last week, I would have said Cade Arambee's on the bench. Everybody knows this by now if you've listened to this podcast. But as it sits right now going into Ole Miss, our best lineup is Arambeedi, Cerna, and Yaman on the field in the 9.
If anybody would ask either one of us before the season started, he's our starting catcher because he leads the fall in fucking
Everything.
everything.
Well, Cade did, but yeah,
That's
Eddie
what I'm
was
saying.
right there.
That's what I'm saying. But like, Cade's a starting catcher at the beginning of the season, and
Yeah.
I don't blame anybody for starting Cade, like
No,
or for
and
believing
he
in
got
Cade.
off
Like,
to a great start.
yes, This motherfucker can
better
hit.
start.
He can hit. God, he can hit. He should give him the Travinsky treatment. He's a DH from now on.
I mean, I think so too. So I think Cerna's a better first baseman, would be a better first baseman. At least.
Well, you think about it. Look at all the catchers that have converted to first baseman.
Jared Jones,
but even at the major league level,
Yeah.
like
Contreras,
Salvi was a first baseman at some point,
Buster
just because
Posey went there.
right when their knees start getting bad, when they hit their like mid-30s,
Yeah,
that's usually whenever it happens. And like some people do it in college and they stay at first base.
Yeah.
Right? Like Joe Mauer late in his career, he was a fucking first baseman and was a damn good first baseman. You can convert these catchers very easily. You cannot easily convert a first baseman or a third baseman into a catcher.
Or a third baseman into a first baseman.
Well, we don't know that yet. We're going to see some experiment. I think we're still watching the Jay Johnson experiment.
I think so too. I think he's got a focus on this year, but he's also kind of looking forward to next year. I mean, look at
you have to at this point.
Look at first guy off the bench last night, Daniel Harden,
which I loved. I wish he would get more play. I wish he would have just started in left field whenever Stanfield got hurt.
Yeah,
he should have been
in field forever.
No, it's heartbreaking because he is, I think, a fifth year.
Yeah, I'm a big Braden Simpson fan. I want to see more.
I want to know what's wrong. I want to know what's going on.
Trent Caraway is just about done, I think. He got one pinch hit, or he pinch hit late in the Tennessee game and he K'd.
On three straight sliders.
Simpson wasn't with the team this past weekend because of food poisoning. Caraway also was sick, which is why he didn't play Friday or Saturday, but came in that Sunday game. But Caraway didn't play last night or start last night. I think the infield is set even with Mr. Error Seth Dardar himself at second base, but you ain't got nowhere to put him when Cerna's back because DH role's taken.
Right.
By either Cade, Cerna, or Yaman. Like the DH role is taken. And so your infield as it currently sits is a big question mark at first base, whether it's Braun or Cerna or Yaman even though I want to see Eddie behind the plate.
It's going to be York.
Yeah,
it's going to be Zach York.
But Caraway ain't got a spot right now.
I think for this weekend, okay, and maybe this weekend only, and to all the LSU fans out there, if you're going to Ole Miss, when this old young man gets to the plate, when Zach York gets to the plate, give him the Jordan Thompson treatment that we did in Omaha in 23. Just give it to him this weekend. And if he goes fucking over again, boo his ass from here on out.
Not for the weekend. You only get one game.
No, fuck that. You give him the weekend.
No.
Give him the weekend.
One game. You can't afford to lose.
What do you think his problem is? Is it the fact that he's played at Grand Canyon University the last 3 years and hasn't done and has put up good numbers there? But this is SEC. This is fucking different. Like it just means more. That's literally the fucking SEC motto.
Yeah, it's different baseball.
But
I think.
But do you think that's the reason why he's just struggling?
Yeah, I mean, he
he's
still
just
has
not a
one
good baseball player.
No, I don't think he's not a good baseball player. I think he's a really good baseball player.
Right.
But he's a really good baseball player at a non-SEC school.
Do you think if he would have transferred to, let's say, if he stays at Grand Canyon University, he has a hell of a year. He gets drafted high, not high, but first 5 rounds.
Yeah, 100%.
But obviously, this is hurting his stock.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of where my head's at too. Like,
but
if he would have stayed at GCU, or if he had transferred to like a fucking, I don't know, like
Duke. He could have went to Duke because remember, all of Duke transferred with their coach to Virginia. I think is where the coach went.
So yes.
All that team went there. He could have went to Duke and been on a really good ACC team.
Yeah,
but it's still a different level of baseball, ACC to SEC. SEC reigns supreme, plain and simple.
It does, but ACC is right there.
Yeah. But you're not
ACC
facing it.
has your North Carolina,
you're
your
not
Florida
facing
States.
it day in and day out. You're not facing it
who's
8 weeks a year.
Isn't that dude that big black guy?
The Florida State lefty?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's still there.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because he was a freshman last year.
Yeah, he'll be yeah.
Dude,
I don't know how he's doing. I hadn't seen that.
I saw a highlight.
Florida State dropped last night to Florida. Little in-state midweek.
But that's like you just fucking said. Supreme.
Yeah, look, I mean, look, and another thing is, I don't care about midweeks all that much. I hate losing them because it's games that you should win.
Correct.
But last night, just to put it in perspective, number 5, 7, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 24, all lost midweeks.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
Yeah.
Like it's just
It's-
part of it. You're not.
But this is probably the most we've seen this year.
Well, there's more parity in all of collegiate sports though with NIL. I mean, you only have a certain amount of money you can give people, and you know what? There's going to be
Texas State, I think, beat A&M.
yeah. Texas State beat A&M. Like there's
Fucking
yeah. I mean, look,
Texas
there's-
State's always a team. Always a team.
Always.
Good.
always
Texas State is the best baseball team in Texas. I will go on record saying that shit. Texas State is the best baseball team in Texas. Out
They
of
beat
all
Texas
the other,
last year,
they beat
A&M
Texas
this year.
multiple years in a row and always give them the fucking horns down as soon as the game's
It's
over.
electric too.
It's amazing. It's
Yeah.
amazing. Whether it's there or at Texas or A&M or any other fucking Texas school, Texas State will beat them, and they are the best team. Now, you give them a 3-game series, it might be a little different,
yeah.
right? But like midweeks, Texas State is the king of the fucking Texas midweek game.
Yeah, that's true.
They win every fucking one.
I mean, look, here's kind of some numbers getting back to LSU. You know,
Oh, this isn't a Texas State puck.
nah, John Pearson's going to stay in the game. I mean, this guy's on a 7-game hit streak right now. Like he's really
Quietly.
Derek Currill's on a 10-game hit streak right now.
Yeah, but he's doing it loud.
Like Milam, what am I? He went 0 for 4 last night, but before that, going into the after the Tennessee series was over,
Milam makes my body ache.
Milam's the most unlucky fucking offensive player in the country,
He hits piss missiles
and they're all caught.
at everyone.
They're all caught.
Yep, atom balls, every
like-
single one
Dude, it's so frustrating because he hits everything
from both sides of the plate.
Yeah,
From both sides of the plate,
so frustrating.
so very frustrating. And then you have the fact that he's probably one of the best shortstops in fucking all of baseball right now.
Yeah, I'd say he's the best defensive shortstop in all of baseball.
Justin LeBron.
No.
You don't think Justin LeBron's better than?
Defensive shortstop, no.
Okay.
If we're talking all around, yeah, there's a couple got Rock better.
Milam finally made his
LeBron's
first
better,
error.
Like, yeah, he did.
He finally made his first error, which Dardar probably could have caught that ball.
Dude, should have caught the ball. It was in his glove.
Yeah.
If you watch the replay, the ball was all the way in his glove, and the fact that they gave it an E6 is plumb fucking ridiculous. It was all the way in his glove, and as he's falling down, the glove fucking opens and he drops the ball on the ground.
Yeah.
It should have been an E4, but
Yeah.
either way it goes. Derek Carrillo, so this dates back to the Kentucky series. So we got 3 series, right? Kentucky, and then last week or 2 weekends ago versus shit. Who we play after Kentucky?
We played Tennessee after Kentucky in Knoxville. We went Vandy, Kentucky,
Oh, okay,
Tennessee.
Vandy. You're right. All right. So dating back to
Vanderbilt.
no
Oh,
Kentucky.
okay. So 2 series.
Yeah, 2 series plus a midweek, so 7 games.
Okay.
Roughly. Jake Brown he had a great game last night, 2 for 4, pimped a homer, pretty sick. But
Yeah.
we got to start seeing some more. Up until last night, over the last 7 games, 5 of 31.
He got
61.
Cerna decapitated. First of all,
Yeah, he did do that. That ball was, and it was a short throw.
I don't
I don't
understand.
know how he missed by that much.
First of all, I don't understand why you don't let that ball drop.
Yeah.
And that's just me. You let that ball drop, and you know he's tagging.
It was a short throw though. Like
He shortened up the line.
I mean, he missed by 15 feet.
Yeah.
He wasn't close.
Yeah, it was up the line. I think he rushed it. He rushed it, plain and simple. I mean, because you know Jake's arm, he's gonna throw you out. The throw was there, but it bounced, and by the time it being up the line, by the time Cerna went to go field it,
He took a hip to the fucking temple.
yeah, and dude, when he hits the ground, I thought he was knocked out.
Me too.
Thought he was knocked out.
Me too.
And about 15 seconds later, he picks his head up, and we're like, oh, okay, like he's fine. But then he wasn't fine. I mean, you'd imagine he's coming out of the game after that, and he comes out.
Yeah.
And that's where Eddie steps in, and thank God Eddie was there.
Yeah, look, Eddie had a great game. No pass balls. He tried to block one 27-footer from, I think it was Gavin in that game. More spam?
No, my sister.
Oh,
She's trying to fucking. Anyway, I'll call her back.
all right. But yeah, Eddie had a great game, and it was fun to watch. I've been waiting on him to get some playing time. But Zach York back through that Kentucky series, 3 for 20 for a 150 average over his last 4 games before he got benched. 0 for 11. Cade Intermediate, great game, right? He was 5 for 6 in that game 3 versus Tennessee. But outside of that, dating back to the OU series, because he missed Kentucky with that injury. So dating back to OU, he was 1 for 11. Trent Caraway didn't play versus Kentucky, 4 for 15. Stephen Milam, 9 for 30. Derek Curl had been on a tear, hitting 448, riding 9-game hit streak. Stanley was hitting 320 before he got hurt last night. Again, hopefully it's not that fucked up.
As Carol said, we need pitcher tryouts.
Well,
I won't be there if we do.
I threw a fucking egg Sunday and everything in my arm popped and my arm went numb for an hour.
That's awesome.
So I'm not throwing nothing.
Welcome to getting old, bud.
Yeah, John Pearson, as we said, 6-game hit streak right now, 259 over those last 2 series. Dardar's on a tear, 444. And Cerna went hitless versus Tennessee, 0 for 9, but still over the last couple weekends, 6 for 25. So it's not horrible, but at the same time, like, we got to start seeing some more from these guys, especially Jake Brown. Great game last night, 2-4 with a homer. But before that, man, 5 of 31, 161. Your average went from plus 400 to like 320 right now.
Yeah, what was it on the weekend? Him and Zach York combined. It was like fucking. I think it was like 2. I think they had 2 hits or 1 hit.
Dude, it was one. At one point, it was 1 for 22.
Yeah.
And then late in the game, I stopped keeping score late in the game for that game 3. So I don't know what it ended up being. But at one point during the game 3, I want to say maybe like 6th or 7th inning, we were texting about it.
Yeah.
It was right after York got benched.
Yep.
They were 1 for 22 combined.
Yep. Which is
Jake Brown and Zach York.
Usually it's like 7 for 20, and Jake has all the hits.
Yeah.
Zach might have 1.
I mean, dude, we gotta be better right now. I mean, look, Mason Braun came in, got a big hit in that game 3 versus Tennessee when they put York on the bench, got the little knock up the middle to get things started. So I don't know, dude. I'm so conflicted with this team. Like, they make me so happy and make me say you're back, and then we do some shit like last night where we left the bases loaded multiple times. We left 1,007 guys on base. Dardar had an easy play right up the middle to him. He didn't even have to move his fucking feet. He olayed it off to the side, off the chest. It went for 2 runs instead of
What is his natural
getting out
position?
Second.
Is it second?
Yeah.
Man.
But you got to keep him there because, as I said earlier, the DH role is taken. You can't keep Eddie out the lineup. He's doing too good for you, in my opinion, at this moment. You can't keep Cade out the lineup. He's hotter than a fucking fire ant. Right. And you can't keep Cerna out the lineup because he just hits most of the time. He's one of the better at-bats. And he can change the game in one swing.
There was a while where we thought Cerna was going to be our new DH. I mean, he hits fucking nukes too. I mean,
he was on a 10-game hit streak earlier this year.
Yeah, like he was very good. I would like to know how did Harden do?
Last night?
Yeah, I'm telling. Look, I was so tired yesterday. I got home, took a shower, and I laid in bed and watched half this game. I missed the 7th, which is where all the runs were scored.
Yeah, that's where everything
I fell
went
asleep.
bad.
I fell asleep in the 6th.
You fell asleep at a great time, okay?
Yeah. Well, it was also it was a great time, but then also like hated waking up this morning going, oh fuck.
Oh, that's what he did. He was first pitch in his pinch hit, took it off the ankle, got hit.
Oh, so he got a hit. Got
it. yeah, that. That's what it was.
He got hit. Got it.
He got
okay.
hit.
Yeah, look, next year's gonna be great.
Come on, you throwing in a towel on this year?
No. I'm not doing it, but I am looking forward to next year as well.
Yeah, I am too. The class we got coming in is fucking.
The class we have coming in is ridiculous.
As long as you keep him out the draft.
Well, even if you keep him out the draft, you go to the transfer portal.
Yeah.
That's why you go get a Zach York. It's exactly why you go get him.
Yep.
And it's because Like, hey, you don't know if Mason Braun, the number one first baseman in the entire country, is going to go to the draft. You don't know that, right? You don't know if fucking Marcos Paz is getting drafted and taking a risk on his arm, right? Like you don't know that at all. Same situation with Cam Johnson, with William Schmidt. Like you have to pretend that these guys don't exist, that these guys are going to the draft. And if they decide to come to LSU, guess what? You redshirt a couple people and you call it a day.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you have to plan on them coming, but like obviously, like a Jacob Mizorowski, like he's going to the draft. Connor Griffin. He's obviously he is the best player, which he signed a brand new deal, 9 years, $140 million. Yeah, well deserving. Like
Biggest in Pittsburgh history.
yeah, and so that just means that Skeens is going to get traded.
There's a very good chance.
Skeens will be in
yeah.
pinstripes before August.
Ooh, oh, I don't see that happening. Not this year.
It's not going to be this year
Not this year.
because is he not coming up on a deal?
No,
Is he not
no,
coming
no,
up
no.
on
He's got 5 more years of team control.
5?
Yeah.
How? He has 7 total?
Yeah.
How the fuck does that work?
Pre-arb and arbitration and all that
Oh,
nonsense.
he'll be traded. He'll be traded and sign an extension somewhere.
I mean, I really hope he stays with them. I just don't see it happen. I mean, he attended the announcement of Connor Griffin's extension today.
I saw that.
Him and Brandon Lau both did.
Yep, there was more too. There was more players that.
Yeah, but
walked
they
in
were
as
like
well.
the highlighted ones.
Right.
Which
Yeah.
I thought was pretty fucking
Which
cool.
I think it's pretty cool that Brandon Lau is buying in.
Yeah.
You know, new player, new team. You know, like they usually it take a minute to adjust, but like he's a veteran presence. Like I would consider him a veteran at this point in his career.
Oh yeah.
He's been in the league for 7, 8 years, something like that now. I don't know if it's been that long, but I mean he's a veteran presence in the clubhouse that they needed. Ozuna hasn't really been doing shit, but you know, who knows? Who knows with him?
Yeah, I mean it's one of those things, dude.
I mean,
Ozuna's
you're-
bat just hadn't got going yet, but you
No.
know it's going to. Like that's the scary part, right? Is like you know his bat's going to eventually come around.
Is it though?
Yeah, I think so.
He could finish the year hitting 205.
I mean, he could. That is very possible. I'm just doing a little math over here for
I'd see your brain working, and I like.
wondering what I'm doing.
Well, I know your brain's working. I know that's about it.
Shit, I keep fucking it all up though. Hold
Well,
on.
so brain isn't working well. Got it.
I'm just struggling to fucking read because I have it a little different than what.
It's okay, bud. We all can't read.
Yeah.
I know I
let's see,
can't read.
13. I'm ready to talk about this weekend. That's what I'm doing right now.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll talk about a little MLB action because we got some stuff that we do need to talk about.
That's fine.
If you look at the notes.
Look, Ole Miss, Old Piss, as we call
Mm-hmm.
them. It's gonna be a tough one because they were ranked top 10 at the beginning of the year. Like they're, I don't think they've fallen out of the rankings, but they're at 25,
Yeah,
and
they're at
they're close. If we beat them this weekend, they're out the rankings. If
Yeah.
we need to win the series. I don't give a fuck if you go ahead and you win. You know, if you end up getting, if you sweep, great. If you get 2 wins, I'm good there too. We said from Kentucky on, you need to win every series from here on out for it to be worth it. For you to get maybe a 2 seed, maybe host a regional. You know, I think if you win every series from here on out, you could be in the top 16 by the end of the year. You should be in the top 16 by the end of the year.
Yep, I 100% agree.
Because if you look at what you have left, you know you have Florida. Yes, you have South Carolina, but like you know you have Mississippi State at Mississippi State. I don't know what
fuck's happening.
I don't know what he's pissed off at, but he might see a leaf rolling across the fucking driveway. That is a very strong possibility that a leaf is just fucking tumbling across the driveway. I
But
don't
don't y'all have
know.
like blinds that cover those?
Yeah, but
fronts?
do you think his dumbass nose doesn't fucking do one of these and just move it out the fucking way?
Yeah,
Hey.
maybe.
That's enough, dude. That is enough. I don't get him.
Wow.
I don't get him. I don't either. But look, Ole Miss is they're going to be a tough opponent this weekend, and it's in Oxford, which is the shitty part. You have all these tough teams. Your next, I would say, you have your Ole Miss in Oxford. That series is going to be tough. A&M at home is going to be tough. Florida at home is going to be tough. You have Georgia in Athens. That's going to be very tough. Wes Johnson is playing no jokes this year.
Dude, he 28 runs last night.
Yes. They are demolishing teams.
Jesus.
Okay.
Crazy.
You have a tough ass schedule from here on out, except for South Carolina, which don't know what the fuck they're going to do because they hired an old, decrepit man as their head coach, thinking that'd be a great idea. And turns out he shit the bed.
Yeah. Anyway,
He wasn't fun to play for. I mean, talking to other people that actually played for him, said Maneri was just wasn't a player's coach for sure.
no. You need somebody that you can get like fired up for.
Yeah.
Soft speaking pulmonary whenever he talks is, it's kind of just one of the that ain't who you fucking play for.
You guys fucking need to really do this shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Exactly.
tough.
So let's talk about this Ole Miss team because this is LSU. We've kind of talked about it all year. We've been an ultra aggressive team. This is the numbers that I was doing just while ago while my brain power was halfway working.
Yeah.
This is the numbers that I was doing, but this has been LSU's been an ultra aggressive offensive team. We have complained all year long that they swing at shit and they take strikes down the middle. That could be a bad thing. That could be a really good thing. This is a team in Ole Miss. The guys that they're going to throw out there at us, all right, are going to be some dudes. Okay, there ain't nothing to fuck with, but you got to be ready to hit. This is a strike throwing machine of a team. All right, they got 5 guys. I'm gonna go all.
That sounds amazing right now. I'm starving.
Dude.
5 guys. It's expensive as fuck.
Golly, you got to
Like,
take a loan out.
yeah, you
'cause
got to take a
everything
loan out
is-
to get a 5 guys burger.
Everything's a la carte. You got to buy the burger for $12. You got to buy the
Well,
fries
no,
for $5, and you got
that's
to
the
buy
thing.
a Coke for $4.
Yeah, but all your toppings are free.
Woo!
You're essentially paying. So like when I go there, I get fucking 50 things on that burger. I load it up because you know what? I'm getting my fucking money's worth.
The only
I know
good
that
thing-
jalapeno right there costs 30 cents, but I want it. And give me 5 of them.
The only good thing is that when you ask for a side of fries, it could be you're getting this box filled to the top.
Yes,
Like,
100%.
a side of fries is this box filled to the
Yes,
top.
because they pour. I've seen them do it. They grab the cup and they take the cup, and you think, okay, these are my fries. No, they dump the cup in the bag. Then they get another scoop, and then they put the cup in the bag.
It's highly impressive.
Very
They're
impressive.
not shy about giving fries.
Yes. So
but
Ole Miss has 5 guys in their locker room. Like, what is it?
The top 5
They get
pitchers we're
free
gonna see-
burgers. Like,
No.
how? Oh, okay.
The top 5 pitchers we're going to see, I'm going to go all last names here, is Elliott, Rabe, Townsend, Calhoun, and Hooks. All right, these are their 5 leading inning pitchers.
Hook's better throw a nasty fucking curveball.
These guys in 146.1 innings, 209 strikeouts to 57 walks. That is a 3.67 strikeout to walk ratio. Get ready to hit because they're going to be in the strike zone. Get ready. You
So
can
we're taking the first 2 pitches.
yeah, we're gonna take the first 2 and then we're gonna
swing
swing
at a ball in the
it,
dirt.
swing at one that's above Shaq's head,
Either above Shaq's head or down in the dirt.
a 58-footer. But you got to be. If there was ever a team to be ultra aggressive against, it is this Ole Miss team. You got to be ready to go and ready to swing the bat. There's no taking here, in my opinion, unless you're 2-0, 3-0 down in the game. You can't be taken here. You got to get ready to hit. These guys aren't going to walk you. I mean, Elliott has thrown 40 innings. He's got 26 walks. He's the leading walk guy of these next guys. The next guy is 25 and a third, 29 and a third, 25, 26. That's their innings. Here's how the walks go: 5, 7, 13, and 6. They don't walk guys. Get in the box, get ready to fucking hit, and let's come unglued.
You say that. Zach York's going to be in the lineup. Okay. Milam.
Zach York's the easiest guy in the country to pitch to.
Milam throw him a fastball down the middle. Well, no, don't
change up down and away.
Yeah,
That's all you gotta do.
don't
Throw him a changeup.
don't throw him a fastball. It'll go fucking 500 feet.
Throw him a changeup. You throw him a changeup, you strike him out on 3 pitches.
Yeah. What were the analytics? I forget who.
It's the easiest fucking at bat in the league.
Someone did the analytics on like the pitches that were hit the most, and the pitch that's hit the least is the fastball down the middle, middle fastball, and it's because everyone either throws it like a 3-0 count or first pitch.
Yeah.
And unless you're ready for it, unless you're sitting on it, not gonna get hit.
I mean, it's the same thing. Dude, look, we played the show the other day.
Dude, I wanted to kill you.
We
I
were dying
wanted to
laughing.
murder you.
We were dying laughing because we were just pumping heaters right down the middle, and they weren't swinging.
Nope. No, they're taking till they get a strike or whatever. Well, we throw the first one right down the middle, and they're taking. and then we get like a 0-2 count, and Jace goes, "I know what I'm doing here," and he goes curveball to land top zone, and they take it, and it's strike 3, and he's like, "That's the game plan. That's the game plan, boys." And sure enough, we're like, "No." That is not the game plan. If we did that all game, we'd fucking lose 15-0.
Yeah, but it was a 0-2 count. They're thinking,
You just went with 2 hitters on the dick.
yeah. Then they're going to see something high come out of the hand. You think I'm going to throw a third fastball? Obviously, I'm going to, because you took the first 2. So
Yeah,
they
so
see
let's-
something high.
Let's throw a 78-mile-an-hour curveball.
Yeah, they see it
12-6,
start high. They're like, oh, this is a ball.
top of the zone, and it's felt like a fucking baby deer being born, just knees shaking and
It
shit.
worked. That's all that
Yeah,
matters.
it worked.
It worked.
Yes, sure, it worked.
But anyway, we gotta be ready to hit.
Yeah,
That's the game
fully
plan this
agree.
weekend. You got to
Fully
be ready
agree.
to hit.
Absolutely, I fully agree. I think you should be ready to hit every single fucking game. I think that first, I used to love watching, like the first pitch. First pitch, I knew I was getting a fastball. I'm sitting on it. I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
I am ready, and I come out my shoes on it. You know why? Because that's the best pitch I'm gonna fucking see. But now you're seeing first pitch curveball. Yeah, I'm curious how these pitchers plan for LSU, because it's a lot of swing and miss.
It's a ton of
It's a
swing.
ton of swing and miss,
Jeez.
or a lot of taking strikes.
Yeah.
Like they think, hey, we'll pitch them backwards here. We'll go curveball in the dirt, pitch 1, slider in on the fucking kneecaps, pitch 2. They'll swing at it, don't worry. And then we'll go fastball down the middle and they'll take it. That's my game plan against LSU.
Yeah.
That is 100% my game plan. I'm going 2 breaking balls, getting swings and misses, and then I'm going fastball, maybe middle in,
Middle in. Yep.
and they'll either get jammed because they're not going to be ready for it, or they're just going to look at it and then walk to the fucking bench. Left, right, sit down.
Yep. Fact.
That's how it's going to be. So if we're not ready, it'll show. It'll show early how ready we are for these pitchers.
We'll know inning 1.
Yeah.
You'll know top of the first.
Yep. Now, if the first inning of the first game, is it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Friday.
Okay. So Friday night, if we look at it and we see first pitch, if the pitcher in the first inning gets out the inning with 8 pitches, we're going to be fine because we're aggressive.
Yep.
We're swinging the baseball bat. I'm okay with that.
Yep.
But don't let it happen again. If he goes 8 pitches, 4 of them better be fucking crushed.
Yeah, I mean, look.
They could be out. I just need them to be crushed.
Yeah, they got to be hit hard.
Yeah.
All right, I want to talk about one more guy for LSU, and
Okay.
then we're going to move on to a little Major League Baseball action. One guy that's really stood out in SEC play this year for LSU, Coach, after not being good, Zach Calvin. In his 4
Okay.
SEC appearances, Coach, let me run this down for you real quick. 4 appearances in the SEC so far, 11.4 innings pitched. That is a 0.0 ERA. 3 hits, 2 runs, neither were earned. 16 punchies to 1 walk. Opponents are hitting .071 against him. He has a strike rate of 71%. Zach Cowan is back to being the stopper that we need him to be, and that he was put on the award list before this preseason stopper of the year award list. Zach Cowan's name was on it, and he has been reinvigorated come SEC play.
I don't like that he was put on the list because I want to see him as our Sunday guy so fucking bad. We don't have a Sunday guy right now. Is Cooper Moore expected to come back this weekend?
I don't think this weekend, but I think Coop's back next weekend.
Which I think is the A&M series.
That's A&M here, yes. I think he's back that weekend, and I think he's going to be the Sunday guy. I think Schmidt has really performed to Saturday.
You have to, right? You can't just throw him back in the Saturday role and expect to win.
Yeah,
right?
I think Schmidt's really performed and done his job on Saturdays.
I need to see Kaysen be Kaysen.
Yeah.
I need to see Kaysen be Kaysen this weekend. I need to see William Schmidt continue to deal. And then I would love to see Zach Cowan on the bump to start Sunday's game.
The good news is that next year, Kaysen and Schmidt are both back.
Right.
And Sheeran.
Are they not eligible? They're not? Okay.
They are ranked 5th and 6th of 2027 prospects to be drafted,
right,
though.
Or
7th and 8th, something like that.
Now that,
both top 10.
Obviously, that's college prospects. It's not including high school guys.
Yes, college prospects, yes.
Right. So, we'll see. We'll see where they end up going. But I need to see more of Kaysen this weekend. I need to see him kind of continue to grow into his body.
Picks this week. Rob sticks with the same one. Kaysen.
Yeah, I just need to see it because you have to win in these series that matter so fucking much. You have to win game 1.
Yeah.
You absolutely have to. And if he's our Friday night guy, you got to rely on him. And there you go. If he's not our Friday night guy, put fucking William Schmidt there and call it a day. Put William Schmidt there for the rest of the fucking year. I'm in. I'm in on that. I don't think it'll happen. I really don't. Do I wish it would happen? Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. But Kaysen's still there. So please let Kaysen let him call the game. I'm in. Let him call his own pitches. Give him the fucking wristband and give whoever's catching. I want to see Eddie catch a game.
Yep.
I want to see Eddie catch a game this weekend.
Yep.
Hopefully Sunday. But fuck, it might be depending on. Have we heard anything if Cerna's back? If Cerna's okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
Okay, all right. So he didn't go into like concussion protocol or any shit like that.
No, they it wasn't a.
They
concussion.
evaluated him.
Yeah, they said he didn't have a concussion.
And they said, okay, you're good.
Yeah, they didn't. They said he didn't have a concussion, but they didn't feel comfortable keeping him in the game.
Right. I agree. I fully agree. He just got ran over. Thank you, Jake Brown, for fucking doing that.
Laid on the ground with his eyes closed for 15
We
20
thought
seconds.
he was knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, I thought he was knocked out too.
Absolutely thought he was knocked out. But so with that being said, I think I need to. I want to see Zach York sit the bench.
Me too.
We
saw it earlier this year.
I know, but I want to see it. Well, so we saw it with Cade, right? We saw it with Cade, and now look at Cade.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that, hey, let's just sit him this whole weekend. Fuck it. Let's sit him this entire weekend against Ole Miss. Bring him back for A&M.
That's what.
Or
Cade did.
bring him back in the midweek game. Give him the Kyle Schwarber treatment. Let him fucking lead off.
That's what Cade did. I mean, Cade missed the Kentucky series with an injury, but still didn't play, didn't hit, and then came back versus Tennessee. And I mean,
obviously we saw what happened.
It's really good.
But you need to win the series. You need to win the series. It starts Friday.
Yeah.
It starts with Friday. It starts with game 1.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think so too. I'm gonna stick with the thing that I've been sticking with all year. You stuck with Kaysen. I'm gonna stick with what I've been sticking with, and that is the big E ball at the full right side second to last number besides the LOB
Right.
on the scoreboard. I need to see the errors fall down. I mean, it is plumb fucking pathetic.
It's
how
ridiculous.
bad we are defensively. I mean, it is fucking pathetic.
After you almost lead the country like 2-3 years in a row in
You,
fielding
you set a
percentage and all.
record last year.
Yeah.
You set the fielding record last year.
Yep.
And now you're one of the worst.
Yeah.
It is fucking pathetic. The other
is.
thing I'm going to have my eye on is the left fielder. I want to see, is Stanny healthy? I hadn't seen any reports on Stanfield since last night. They took him out. He stayed in the game when he ran into the wall, but then his at-bat, they took him out. So I don't know if maybe he swelled up. Maybe he couldn't grip a bat because the ball that he threw in was just like 2 hitters later. It was a fly ball to him. He caught it, and then he kind of like, when I say lollipopped one in,
Yeah.
he lollipopped one in there.
Yeah,
so
but he kind of does that.
I don't. Yeah, but this was exaggerated.
Like,
this was
I'm hurt.
extreme. Yeah. So I don't know if maybe he swole up and he just couldn't grip a ball, maybe, or couldn't grip the bat, and that's why they took him out. But I'm intrigued to see that left field.
Yeah.
Is it back to Mason Braun? Is it Daniel Harden? Is it Braden Simpson again?
Yeah.
Simpson was out this whole week, as I said earlier, food poisoning or whatever he had, so he didn't play at all versus Tennessee. So is it him? Does Dardar go out there and maybe they give Caraway another shot playing second? I don't know. So that's my two things
don't know either,
if
bud.
Stanfield's out.
I don't know either. All right, let's swap real quick to some MLB news. I'm pretty hungry. So after that, I'm gonna go eat. But let's do some MLB news real quick. What do you want to talk about first?
I want to do a little congratulations to probably the most underrated player in the history of Major League Baseball. He doesn't get talked about enough. A perennial MVP candidate. I picked him last year to be the MVP. Not this year, last year. Picked him to be the MVP. Jose Ramirez sets the.
Not who I was going for, but go ahead.
Oh, I thought you were saying Jose.
No, not Josie.
Jose Ramirez sets the Cleveland Indians / Guardian baseball record for most innings played. Most games played. Cleveland's been around for 125 years. This is a big deal. He has set the record for most games played at 1,620 2 days ago. Set that record. So,
Damn.
Congratulations to Jose. Look, this is a guy that we know if he ever tested the free agent market would be the $300, $400 million player. He re-signed with Cleveland a couple of years ago for 175, 180 million, something like that, and is going to finish complete his career there. So
I also heard he's a great boxer.
good to see the loyalty. He's a great player. He lands haymakers. He's a
Yeah,
he does his thing.
Unlike those other fuckers, and well, they landed him, I guess,
Yeah, he landed a fucking baseball punch is what he did.
which is awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
I think in all my years of watching baseball, seeing baseball fights and all that, I've never seen the pitcher hold the baseball while he's throwing a punch.
Yeah, no,
That's dedication. This man loves the sport.
we've seen pitchers throw the glove. We've seen Bryce Harper try to throw a helmet that slipped out of his hand. We've seen
I wish he'd have fucking hit Hunter Strickland so bad.
who was it last year in the minors with the Mariners that got hit and he launched the bat at the pitcher after he got hit in his rehab stint.
As he's back, Victor Robles.
Yes, Robles launches a
Come
bat
on,
at a guy.
brain, brain's working.
That a boy.
Brain's working.
But
We just fisted each other. For those who didn't see it.
but yeah. So congratulations to
Is that how you said it? Fisted. We fisted each other, right? That's how you said it.
yeah, we knuckled.
Oh, knuckles deep. Got it.
But anyway, what's the next thing on the list, Coach? I don't even know. I don't have
So
it pulled
all
up.
right, so
Let's see
I'm
what we
looking
got.
at it. The one thing I want to talk about is I watched this game. I watched the end of this game live. Joe Adele.
Yeah.
Joe Adele, not so
Supercharged player
okay.
on the
So
show right now.
so fucking Fernando Tatis led the majors last year and robbed home runs at 4.
Yeah.
Joe Adele robbed 3 in a game.
Yeah.
And the final score was 1-0. The Angels win.
Yeah.
This was insane. I watched all 3, and it was the first one. You know, Angels. If you've seen an Angels game at Angel Stadium, they have the yellow line, and then the wall continues up. Don't know why the fuck it continues up, but it does. I think if you're gonna have the yellow line, you have it on top of the fucking wall. I don't understand why it does that. But his first one, he backs up. He's playing right field, backs up. He's against the wall. He leaps. He makes the grab. Second one, almost the same spot, and he leaps, makes the grab. The third one is in the top of the 9th with 2 outs. bless you. And J.P. Crawford.
Excuse me.
J.P.
thank you.
Crawford hits one that's going to wrap around the foul pole.
Yeah.
And Joe Adele times it up perfectly and leaps and lands into the crowd. And all of a sudden you see Wall and you see Glove
Yeah.
just come up. And he shows he made the catch. It was insane. And he was hyped up. They thought that he didn't catch it, so they reviewed it ball game. And it was phenomenal. It was a great congratulations to Joe Adele for I think that's a record. I would assume that's a record. I've never seen it done. I've never heard about it being done.
I don't know who would have
3 in
done
a
it
game
else.
is incredible. One in a game is incredible.
Yeah.
3 in a game is insane. Probably never will be done again unless it's from him.
All right, let me ask you a question. You probably know where I'm going with this already.
Probably because I had the notes pulled up.
No, it's not even on the notes. Homer or not,
Okay.
in your opinion, the last one.
Should it be a home run? No, because his half of his body was still in play when the ball was caught. Yes, he caught it over the fence. Yes, he landed over the fence. But I think you go back to the David Ortiz home run against Detroit in Boston.
The Grand Slam.
If Austin Jackson, I believe was his name,
No,
in center field
that
for
was-
Detroit.
Are you talking about the one for
The
Torrey
one-
Hunter?
was
where the cop threw his hands up in the bullpen
And he
hit it in the
landed.
bullpen?
It was Torrey Hunter.
Yeah, it's Torrey Hunter,
Okay.
but he didn't catch it.
No, he didn't. But say he would have. Home run or no?
I will stand on a mountain and say, if you cannot keep your body in play,
You
out or foul ball. Sorry. Derek Jeter's great catch where he called the ball in play and took 17 steps and ridiculously dove into the crowd. Foul ball. Keep your body in play.
that man had battle scars from that catch.
Yeah, well, there was no reason to go into
Dude, I don't know. If you
I-
catch it in play, I think it's caught. If more than half of if you jumped over the stands, stood there and caught the ball, 100% is a home run. It's like a fan catching the ball at that point
So what's the difference though?
because you start on the field. You're over half your body is on the field when you make that catch.
All right. What if so you went extreme saying they jump over the fence first. What if they're on top of the yellow line, jump, catch ball, land in stands?
How the fuck would that work?
I don't know. You just said they're jumping over a fence and catching it.
That's more doable than standing on the fucking yellow line.
Well, I'm just giving
You
a
can't
what
do
if.
that at Angel Stadium because the
giving a
wall
what if.
keeps going up. I don't know why.
Well, where he was, he could have done it for the last one.
No, he didn't have time to get there.
Yeah, well,
He was. That's a catch.
You're doing a what if.
That's a catch. I think it's one of those. It's such an incredible feat that you have to give that to the fielder.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I'm a firm believer. If you go over the fence, the ball is over the fence. Plain and simple.
I don't. You remember what was the call on that one? You've seen the video. I know you have. I think it was college, and guy does a front flip over the fence and catches it. Like he dives full extension over the fucking makeshift fence that they had. It might have been like a high school game, and he dives over that fence. And it was like the fucking, you know what I'm
I
talking
know
about.
what you're talking about.
He dove over it, caught it, and then did like a tuck and roll. And he's standing on the other side of the fence, and he holds the fucking. I think honestly, that should have been a home run. It should have, dude. He was
So you're playing two sides of the fence here.
he was on the he
if
was
you do this, it's a homer. But if you do this, it's an out.
yeah.
All right, gotcha.
He was on the other side of the fence when he caught that ball.
Yeah.
And then stood up like nothing happened. No, like at that point you just became a fan. Yeah. So I think Joe Adele's catch was an out. It should have been, and it was. And
It
it
was.
ended the game, and woohoo! Three robbed home runs in one game is fucking incredible.
Yeah, I don't.
You got to give it to
That's
him.
insane.
You got to give it to him. Tony V gets ejected. Sure. Like it's gonna happen. It's one of many
It's a-
to come.
In the same day, though, the other rookie manager, Craig Albernaz of the Orioles, gets ejected too.
Yeah, but it's the Orioles. They suck. So
cool.
it's like, it's one of those. Like, yes, your Giants suck too. Giants are not good this year.
No,
And
they
now
haven't
look,
clicked yet.
we're like a week and a half in.
Yeah, they
Okay.
haven't clicked yet.
Records are either fucking
Red
7.
Sox are right now too.
Yeah, so Alex Cora should get tossed out of every fucking game they play. 100%. Absolutely, he should. What else is there?
Let's finish with the Phenom.
Yeah,
We
so
talked
look,
about him a
so-
little bit.
So Connor Griffin makes his debut, and he had a hell of a debut. I mean, he's making plays. He's making diving plays at shortstop. He is the Pirates' future.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, he signed a 9-year,
But he's
$140 million deal.
he's quickly realizing that, hey, this is some different shit here.
Yeah.
All right, he's what? He's 2 for 17
Yep.
Since he makes his debut.
Yeah, his first at bat was a double, so 1 for 1.
On a-
Outside of that,
On a hell of a count too. I think it was like he worked that count. It was like it might have been a full count or 2-2 count. Like he had a really good at bat.
Yeah.
And just launches one the other way. Or no, he pulls an outside
yeah,
pitch,
pulled it, yeah.
which is incredible. His power is insane.
His hands are so fast.
He's a kid, man. You got to think he's
19,
fucking 19
dude.
years old. Like
It's
he's
crazy.
yeah. Like at 19 years old, I was in boot camp, like getting yelled at by other people that probably didn't succeed in life as well. So like it's crazy to see. He's married. That's wild to me.
That is wild.
Even though I got married at 21, but it was I was also divorced by 23 and then remarried to the love of my life at 30 years old.
There you go, bud.
Right? Well, 29, but still, like getting married at 19 is fucking crazy. Look, kudos to anybody who can do it and who can stay together and this and that. 19 years old, I get it. You're a big leaguer and you are way more mature than anyone out there.
Yeah.
But
That's still,
that's young.
yeah, that's wild.
That's children getting married.
Yeah.
And look, from Mississippi, his wife seemed like she's a great Christian woman. From her little interview she did during the game, saying that look, give all the glory to God, like he's here.
Don't let her
and
sit
this
next
and
to Livy. Livy's going to be pushing Paul to put that ring on.
that. They probably do sit next to each other.
They probably do.
They probably do sit next to each other.
But yes, I mean, look, doubling his first at bat, and then after that was 0 for 12. Got himself 2 hits after that. So currently sitting 3 for 18 right now, as you said. Pretty welcome to the big leagues moment
Absolutely.
for him. But
I mean, you're hitting right over 100.
you're hitting
right
167
over,
right
yeah,
now.
right over 150.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm excited for the kid. I think the Pirates are finally dishing out some money. I mean, you go
Yes.
trade for Brandon Lau. He's on a good contract.
Is
You
he
give-
now your rookie of the year pick?
No,
Okay.
no. You give Marcelo Zuna a $10.5 million deal. You give Ryan O'Hearn a $12.5 million deal. Like, you did some pretty good stuff. You signed Connor Griffin to the largest contract. Largest.
Yep.
Yeah. The
That's a
largest contract in Pittsburgh history. It's 9 years, $140 million. I think there's incentives to get him to $150 million over the life of the deal. So, this is a kid that's going to re-enter free agency as it currently sits at 27. I mean, still, just getting to the prime of his career. So, he'll if he stays on this path that everybody projects him to be on, he's going to earn himself a
Yeah.
hefty
Oh, for
payday
sure.
in
For
9 years.
sure.
So, look, good for Pitt, man. This ownership's taken a lot of heat. I mean, almost the same heat as the A's ownership for the longest time.
I think that it was like a battle for last place.
And
Like,
Miami.
who can spend? Well, yeah, but Miami's in their own fucking category.
Yeah.
But it was like a battle between them two. Like, hey, who can spend the least amount of money this year? And then the A's said, hey, I don't want to play that game anymore.
No, MLB said, hey, you're going to spend money.
Well, and then the A's said, okay, fine. And the Pirates said, yeah, right. Well, then the A's did it, and the Pirates are like, oh shit, they weren't kidding.
Yeah.
So now they have to go, and they spend this money, and hopefully it works out because hopefully they can also keep Skeens.
Yeah.
Which Skeens would probably have to sign, if I had to guess, a pretty player friendly or team friendly.
Skeens ain't signing anything that don't start with a 3 and a 5 and 1-0 to start. Skeens ain't signing.
$350?
Yep. Skeens ain't signing anything for $3.50 or less.
I would also not sign for.
No, 350 mil.
I'll take $5.
350 mil is Skeens' absolute
Can I
bottom
sign?
start.
I would love to see if we can email these teams and be like, hey, I just want to sign a 1-day contract. That's it. I want to sign a 1-day contract for $5, and maybe like a pretzel, like something from the concession stand.
Just give me a game authentic jersey
I
that
wanna-
has my name on the back.
I want to come play, like just to practice. I want to come to practice.
I don't know if I don't
Hit me a ground ball.
Oh God.
I won't throw it.
BP ground ball. Not I don't want a ground ball from fucking Aaron Judge.
No. I want
Just
like,
give me like toss one up.
no, not a BP ground ball. I want like from Fungo's like coach hitting
Yeah,
ground ball.
that's what I'm saying. Fungo.
Actually, no. Put me in the outfield. I'm. I will 100% go in the outfield.
Yeah.
I don't want to take any. Yeah. I don't want to play first base and Ellie throw it fucking 99 miles an hour at me, or O'Neal Cruz. Like I don't want that.
Yeah.
I don't want Connor Griffin throwing it 98 at my fucking.
Mason Wynn throwing at 102.
I don't want that at all. At all.
Yeah.
Have you seen the story of Mason Wynn and PCA throwing a combined no hitter, for Team USA when they were younger?
No.
And guess who caught him? Skeens. Skeens caught him.
Well, yeah, I mean that's not surprising. I was gonna say no, it wouldn't have been Harper. He's too old.
But like back in the day, PCA didn't hit. He was a PO, and he might have been like 12 or 13.
Yeah.
Right. And Skeens was hitting.
Dude, I tell you what,
There's pictures. It's
Skeen-
fucking awesome.
Skeens on that dude. Fucking Pittsburgh. I mean,
Oh, is that a Pittsburgh jersey? Then couldn't tell.
I got the jersey on today. Like
Thought it was
Pittsburgh's
Seminole.
future has. I'm very excited for their future.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
you got Skeens, Connor Griffin, Bubba Chandler, Jared Jones is coming back at some point. Mitch Keller's still signed.
Yep.
And your first round pick this past year, Seth Hernandez, was throwing 103 in spring training.
Henry Davis as well. You can't forget about him.
Henry Davis, Brandon Lau, like Spencer Horwitz is there. O'Neal Cruz is still there. Brian Reynolds
Sadly.
is there. Like,
Yeah.
well, put him in the little DH spot, and it looks really good. Like O'Neal Cruz's numbers offensively,
I'll buy his glove.
really good. But nonetheless, all right, Coach, I know you're ready to go eat,
Yeah, I'm
and
starving.
I'm ready to go play some more shows. So,
Probably won't be getting on that.
my wifey wife is out of town, so I will be
Oh, fuck.
sitting on the show
You
for
lucky bitch.
quite some time.
Lucky bitch.
So, anyway, I'll go ahead and close this out. You good?
Go ahead, bud.
You got everything? All right.
Yeah, I'm good.
This ain't gonna take long. We appreciate everybody that tunes in. Big weekend for LSU up ahead. We probably won't record again until after the series. So we appreciate everybody that tunes in, likes, subscribes, shares. Keep asking the questions. Keep commenting. You know, we appreciate everything. If you ever want to join, just hit your boys up. Y'all know where to find us on all the socials. Diamond Deck Discussions, D-Deck Pod, D-Deck Discussion. Find us anywhere. So we're there. We're ready, and we're going to have some fun no matter what. So with that being said, I'm Coach Jace. That's Coach Robin. We are your boys with Diamond Deck Discussion.